Okay, everyone, we're going to get started. Calling me to order 7:02. Sunshine Law, the Runnemede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with the Sunshine regulations. This meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying the retrospect as well as posting notices in Borough Hall, Runnemede Post Office, Maryville School, A-Line Bingham School, and Grace Downing School. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As Board Secretary, I have the privilege and honor of announcing the election results from the November 8th election. Naomi Davidson, with 1,941 votes, was elected for a 3-year term. Maria Panzarella, with 1,947 votes, was elected for a 3-year term. We had one open spot that we did not have anyone running. Right. Amy Farry was written in with 31 votes for a 3-year term. At this time, I'm going to ask that Maria and Amy, please come up. Please bring your agenda with you to be sworn in. We want to make sure Dan has my goods.
You're good. Hold on, this is my good side.
If you want like a different angle, here we go. Okay, so I state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state, under the authority of the people, so help me God.
So now you want me to repeat?
Now you'll repeat this.
Together.
I,
Amy Panzarella, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state, under the authority of the people, so help me God.
I state your name, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of a Board of Education, that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to NJSA 19:4-1, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
I, Maria Panzarella, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of a member of the Board of Education, and that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to NJSA 19:4-1, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Sworn before me this 5th day of January 2017.
Yes. We don't say that. We don't say that.
You guys should start like a little duo.
Let's go.
There's a party following weddings, right? Let's go.
Roll call vote. Patricia Adair.
Yes.
Arlene Anderson is absent. Angel Beebe is absent. Charles Buckton.
Present.
Naomi Davidson. Amy Farry.
Here.
Joe Pagliazzo. Maria Panzarella.
Here.
Samantha Spalding.
Here.
Also present, Mark Iannucci, and myself. Code of Ethics. Annually, in accordance with NJSA 18A:12-24.1, every board member will receive, review, and abide by the Code of Ethics as provided by the New Jersey School Boards Association. This statement will be read aloud by me to the entire Board of Education.
I'm enjoying this. Just
Here we go. Number 1. I will uphold and enforce all laws, state board rules and regulations, and court orders pertaining to the school. Desired changes should be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures. Number 2, I will make decisions in terms of the educational welfare of the children, and will seek to develop and maintain public schools which meet the individual needs of all children, regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing. 3, I will confine my board action to policy making, planning, and appraisal, and I will help to frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted those who will be affected by them. 4, I will carry out my responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with my fellow board members to see that they are well run. 5, I will recognize that authority rests with the Board of Education and will make no personal promises, nor take any private action which may compromise the board. 6, I will refuse to surrender my independent judgment to special interests or partisan political groups, or to use the schools for personal gain or for the gain of friends. 7, I will hold confidential all matters pertaining to the school which, if disclosed, would needlessly injure individuals or the school. But in all other matters, I will provide accurate information and, in concert with my fellow board members, interpret to the state staff and the aspirations of the community for its schools. 8, I will vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration of the recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer. 9, I will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties. 10, I will refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and will act on such complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution. Each of you have received an acknowledgement of receipt. I just ask that you please return that to me or put it back in your green folder so it can be collected at the end of the meeting. Now we are moving into nominations for president for the Board of Education.
I'd like to nominate Samantha Spaulding for president.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion made by Chaz, seconded by Amy. Any other nominations at this time? I need a motion and a second to close nominations for president.
I make a motion to close nominations for president.
I'll second it.
Okay, so as of right now, there is one name on. So I'm going to go back to Chaz and Amy to make the final motion for approval of Samantha Spaulding as Office of Board President.
I make that motion.
I second that motion.
Okay, and then we'll do a roll call. Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Farry?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
And of course, Ms. Spaulding.
Yes.
No.
Motion passes. Congratulations.
What you gonna say?
At this time, I'm going to turn the board meeting over to President Spaulding.
All right, at this time, I will need,
I make a motion
to, if you finish it.
to nominate Charles Buckheim as the Vice President of our Board of Education.
Motion made by Maria,
I'll second.
seconded by Patty. Any other motions? I need a motion to close
I make a
it.
motion to close that nomination.
Motion to close
I'll second.
made by Maria, seconded by Patty. And roll call.
Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Farry?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spaulding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
folks.
So then we just keep doing the meeting.
At this time, I'm open for public comment on agenda items. Does anyone have any questions in the public? No? All right.
Wait, hold on, honey. Could you hold those questions? This meeting is a little too short.
So, so the reorganization business, I contacted everybody, and thank you, Mr. Iannucci, for making this tentative Board of Education dates. It seems that attendance has improved for most people with it and prefer the Tuesday date, so we stuck with Tuesday. So if you go through, the only differences would be April, the 25th, because of the spring break. And then June, a lot of people, when we had it that third week, were unavailable due to graduations and vacations and things, so we moved it. July, we have an asterisk because it may be if needed. And August, we decided that we would, Mr. Iannucci thought it would be a good idea if we held it to the end. That way, if there's any last minute changes to staff and things.
And vacations.
And vacations and things. I know that, Amy, that may not work for you, and I actually said that I might actually not be here, but right now I can try and work around it, like you said.
I'm going to work it around the board meetings, so I don't miss it. Yeah. That's to visit our son in Hawaii. Yeah, we can work on it.
Okay, and then the only other thing is the October will be a little bit early because of the convention, and then everything else would be normal. I do want to bring it to everyone's attention that when I spoke to Mr. Iannucci earlier, I know that the community really seemed to enjoy the sponsored the back to school barbecue. So if we were here Dr. McCarron, that might be like a good day to do everything, that 29th.
What time though would we?
This is what so Naomi, had reached out to me because she had said that she would prefer that the retreat be done in the evening because, and Patty's shaking her head yes, because she didn't want to have to take off work for it.
Okay.
And so, I mean, obviously, you know, we would like to accommodate that if need be, but because sometimes they're 3-4 hours, we can't start it at,
6 o'clock.
you know, we can't start it at 6 o'clock, so maybe we could start it at like a 5-ish.
Yeah, but then you can't do, if we're gonna have the board retreat, you can't do the barbecue on that.
No,
7
well, that's
questions.
fine, I mean, it's not a big deal, if you wanna go, we can have it at.
No, I'm just saying, you know, you were saying do it all.
Well, I wasn't sure that, I wanted to make sure that the board was in agreement of having the retreat start later in the evening. You think it's a good idea as well?
Especially for people at work.
Yeah, okay, so even if they had to leave a little bit early to be here at 5, at least they weren't calling out and taking off. 5 o'clock, okay with you fellas?
Do you want to mark that down now, or are we announcing that at a different time? Because right now it says we're saying 7, but you want to say 5 o'clock, we'll advertise it.
I'm absolutely positively not having a retreat start at 7 p.m. and get out of here at 11.
So we'll advertise it as 5 o'clock.
You can advertise it as 5. We're all in agreement that the 5 of us here are gonna say 5 o'clock.
Is Labor Day the 4th this year?
Yes.
So do we start school that week, Mark? Is that what you're gonna be tentatively?
We have to talk
I know we do.
regarding start time, and bring teachers in, things like that.
Got it.
Yeah, because you need at least 2 days of PD before
It was actually spring
the
students.
students.
Right,
so-
No, I knew that, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So, so we'll advertise for 5 o'clock, if that's
On
okay
the
with you.
29th.
Yes, and then maybe next month, we can talk about we have the committee set up until June, right? We can wait. on-
The only ones we do tonight are the 3 listed, as part A, which is New Jersey School Boards, Camden County School Boards.
Okay,
Camden County
New
Education.
Jersey School Boards Association, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
So,
Motion is-
I need a motion to approve the dates for the tentative Board of Education dates. Do I need to read them out loud? For the
Yeah.
most part, we can give this.
It'll be the 3rd or 4th Tuesdays of
Third or
each month
fourth
at
Tuesday.
7 o'clock.
Yes.
And they're on the website.
I can't make questions, Dave, I'm sorry.
What's the 4th Tuesday is only April because of spring break?
January the
January.
24th,
June.
April, May, June.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, there was things that we moved around because of the
Spring break.
spring.
Holidays.
April was because of break.
I can make 1 or 2, I'm not gonna give up the women's club at this point in time as president to.
No, we don't want you to do that.
Okay, I'm just saying,
No.
I mean, we went from the 4th Wednesday to from the 3rd Wednesday to the 4th Wednesday to the 3rd Tuesday. where we now-
Things are moved here because of holidays. So you wanna know what?
The 18th.
Can we make that the 11th, or is that too early from the 21st?
Which one are we, what month?
April.
April.
Oh, okay.
Would that be too early for you?
That's only 3 weeks, that's fine, but we can do whatever.
No, because March, it would be 1, 2, you're saying 3
Like I
weeks
said, I
in
can
between.
change 1 or 2, Sam, it's not a.
Alright, well then, how about we do this then?
Would Thursday work on one of those weeks, Sam, for?
Well, it's actually, the only thing that's happening is January and June. So why don't we go back, switch June to the 20th.
It's
Actually, the 4th
It's
is
four.
May.
April and May.
Fifth.
April and
What?
May are the.
It's 4 of them.
I'm looking at it, I have it in front of me.
April and May are the only 2 that'll affect me. Because
Not
the
January?
stuff does- Oh, well, January, yeah.
January.
April came.
Oh, it doesn't meet in June.
We don't meet June, July, or August.
Alright, great, so can we move, alright, so if we keep April, can we move May to the 16th then?
That's fine.
Or do you think that's too long of a, well, if we have to have a special meeting, we have to have a special meeting if something happens between May 16th and June 27th. We can do it May 30th. How about we wait till May 30th, how about we move the 23rd to May 30th? So that way,
Is that,
yeah, no, that works
That's
for
not a
us.
holiday week.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
We'll
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is the 29th.
29th, okay.
May 30th, okay.
Is that the only one we have to move then?
No, how about we move January to 31st? Will that mess us
Especially that
up?
we're meeting
We're
now.
meeting right now.
Is there anything that's,
I mean, I'm looking at you guys. All right, then we're moving we're moving January to the 31st, too. You hear that? So then it's just April,
Yeah,
and that's only due to the holiday.
That's fine,
You good with that?
yes.
No, we need to accommodate, I mean,
all right,
you're
so
here, so
we're
we're
saying
accommodating
January
you.
31st, is that what we just
Yes,
did? Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
May
You're welcome.
30th?
Thank you.
Just to confirm, January 31st, February 21st,
Yes.
March 21st, April 25th, May 30th, June 27th, July 18th tentatively, August 29th will begin at 5 p.m., September 19th, October 17th, November 21st, December 19th.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Although you might have to cover for me May 30th, my daughter will be 21.
No problem.
Oh, that day. All right, so I need a motion to approve the dates that Dr. McCarron just said.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates, the tentative board dates.
Motion made by Patty,
I'll second it.
seconded by Chaz.
Mrs. Dare,
Yeah.
Mr. Buckheim,
Yes.
Ms. Barry,
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella,
Yes.
Ms. Spalding.
Yes. We need to appoint people for the New Jersey School Board Association. Would you like to keep that,
As
Chaz?
delegate?
Yes.
Mhm.
So Chaz will keep the New Jersey School Board Association delegate. Camden County School Board Association, is that Naomi?
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
And you're the educational services, yes.
She's on a higher
Board than that.
board than.
Do you want that?
She's on the,
Patty,
Patty.
what do they call it?
Wait.
Board of,
really?
I go to
Director,
the
board of
meetings.
I
She
know,
goes
we're
to the
just-
meetings
all right,
anyway.
We were just having a conversation about your calendar, I'm just confirming that.
But
you have
Patty, you
agreement.
always go to the meetings, right? So you could,
Naomi and I usually go to all the meetings.
to all the meetings, so do you mind?
No.
If it's part of your, routine already, you don't have anything else to do.
which ones do you go to?
She has
The
7
county?
days throughout the year
County?
scheduled on that date, don't worry.
So you're gonna- Okay.
Okay.
I'll sleep
You
on
can't
the
come in.
They hate me because their meetings are Wednesday nights, so even the two that you're supposed to go to in the year, I can't make.
I phone conference the one year I did
So
it, because
did
I'm
I.
like, it's me there.
I work Monday, Wednesday.
It was impossible. Phone
Does
conference
anyone
and
else
how
want
they-
that?
Does anyone else want it?
No.
What?
Can Christopher come?
What?
Oh, the commission, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Where-
I mean, I'll take it, I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
Okay.
The lady is not nice. Okay, so I need, a motion to approve Chaz as the New Jersey School Boards Association delegate. Patty will take the Camden County School Board Association, and I will take the Camden County Ed Services Commission. Need a
I'll make
motion.
that motion.
Motion made by Maria,
I'll second.
second by Patty, roll call.
She won't.
Mrs. Dare,
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim,
Yes.
Ms. Barry,
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella,
Yes.
Ms. Spalding.
Yes.
Motion passes.
So we have some type of correspondence that you wanted to talk about?
Okay, so at this time, one thing we've been talking about is the ROD grants. We are making headway in terms of receiving money back from the state. So we have been given approval to get a large chunk of that money that the state owes us back. However, not all of it at this time, and part of that is because Sterling had to come up with, SJTP, had to come up with a corrective action plan for what had happened. Once that corrective action plan goes in place, last time I spoke with you, I told you that the state was not paying us for any of SJTP's work. They were only paying for the contractors. Once this is in place and I read off their corrective action plan, they'll submit that, we'll submit it, and then the work that SJTP completed will be considered for payment from the state at that time. So SJTP sent us a letter stating that they've been advised by OFAC that the board should review the corrective action plan, read it into the record at a public board meeting, and provide them with a certified copy of the minutes from the meeting, evidencing the receipt and review of the corrective action plan. So at this time, I'm just going to read what their corrective action plan was. You will then be voting on it in the finance section of the agenda, which is what's coming up next.
Okay.
So in OFAC case number INV-041-16, the corrective action approved by the board was For all contracts for construction work, notice shall be provided no later than 7 days, Saturdays, Sundays, or holidays excepted, prior to the date for acceptance of bids, as per NJSA 18A:18A-21C2. The method of implementation: the business administrator will coordinate with the architects, engineers, and other professional service providers to ensure that when issuance of addenda or clarification is required, the district is in compliance with NJSA 18A:18A-21C2. The individual responsible for implementation is their business administrator, board secretary, Elizabeth Jambrone. Completion date of this implementation, November 3rd, 2016, going forward. So that's a corrective action plan that they put in place that was approved by the state, and that they're asking that all school districts who did work with them read into their minutes, which will be sent to the STA as a part of the process for payment of rent.
So we need, do we need a motion there?
So now in finance,
Yes,
we have the thing sitting here to accept the resolution.
right, so we need a motion to accept the resolution
I make-
submitted by the OFAC, which I said, yeah, there you go.
Office of Fiscal Accountability.
Yeah, that was a good, I was like, whoa, I don't know that one. Motion made by Maria,
I'll second.
seconded by Patty. Roll call.
Ms. Adair,
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim,
Yes.
Ms. Farry,
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella,
Yes.
Ms. Spalding.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Need a, motion under personnel to approve items letters, excuse me, he's trying to, trick me there, A through E.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Chaz,
A second.
seconded by Patty.
Ms. Adair,
Any questions?
No, she.
Roll, go ahead.
Mr. Buckheim,
Yes.
Ms. Farry,
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella,
Yes.
Ms. Spalding.
Yes. We're now open for comment on any public comments at this time?
No, I'm good.
Mr. Connor?
Yeah, can you read off
Sure.
the dates of the meetings again?
Yep, you ready?
Good line.
Yeah.
Here we go. January 31st, I got it. January 31st, February 21st, March 21st, April 25th, May 30th, June 27th, July 18th if needed, but we'll still post it. August 29th will be the 5 o'clock retreat. September 19th, October 17th, November 21st, December 19th.
Okay.
You got them all?
So some of them, the borough meetings are the same nights. So it's like
What do you mean the borough meetings are the same nights?
they have a January 31st.
A caucus meeting?
Yeah.
I know that was brought to our attention before, but we were like, the majority of us couldn't make it on Wednesday evenings anymore. So we were hoping not to have this happen more often than not, because it was happening a little bit too much this year. So that's why
Okay.
mid-year we went and tried. Any other questions, comments, concerns? No? All right, so our next meeting then will be at 7 PM on January 31st. Do you happen to know what committees are meeting then offhand? If not, it's okay,
I'll
we
send an
will
email out.
send an email out. All right, so I need a motion to adjourn.
I think a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Maria, seconded by Patty, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, meeting's adjourned at 7:26.